What's going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again with another one. And for today, I'll be talking about my man Lonzo Ball, aka ZO2, aka the Ball Brother, aka former Big Baller Brand Extraordinaire. Yeah, as you know, this was our grand prize for this summer, pretty much acquiring Lonzo Ball. I know the whole Bulls Nation is excited, and the fans and the people have spoken. We've been trying to get this guy pretty much since his second season being on the Lakers. Soon as rumors dropped they were looking to trade him, I think that was around the time we first heard the first Lonzo Ball to Chicago rumor, which is crazy because he hasn't even gotten to the Pelicans at that time. But, it's just funny how the way life works, me being a Bulls fan, I remember I was such a Lonzo fan growing up that I purchased the Lakers shirt, with Lonzo's number on it. And so, I feel like a lot of Bulls fans was fans of Lonzo and fans of his family. So it's very exciting to see him actually come to the Bulls because there's been so much talk. First off, us as a fan base, we're not used to seeing players actually hearing us out and actually wanting to come based off how much we want that player. We've had players in the past like a Melo, like a LeBron, just different players that the fans was like, come to the Bulls, and they always turned us down. So I think that's very awesome. It shows the position we're in now and the direction we're going. And so it's great. It's great. So as far as Lonzo Ball, I feel like before we even get to the basketball aspect of everything, I feel like his presence, his popularity, those type of qualities, bringing that over to the Bulls is just amazing in itself. Just off of everything he's been through as far as his family, his TV shows, everything his father has done, the commercials. I feel like bringing that whole aspect to a Bulls game would just have the United Center rocking. And don't get me wrong, the United Center, we was having sold out, games where our team was terrible. So to bring a player like Lonzo Ball over and his whole fan base alone is just going to be just rocking. It's crazy how many new fans we done had added to the Bulls ever since we acquired Lonzo Ball. And so, I just want to say welcome to all those specific Lonzo fans who weren't Bulls fans before. We don't judge bandwagons. We accept anybody as long as you rep that Bulls Nation. But, yeah. So, obviously I'm excited to have Lonzo. I feel like as far as his skill set, I feel like this is a perfect fit for him as far as his fit on our team. When he was with the Pelicans, it was just all messed up to where he wasn't even playing his natural role. He was playing a 3-and-D type of role. And don't get me wrong, Lonzo being as good as a player as he is, he excelled in that role where he was knocking down his three-pointers. He was playing really good defense. But, everybody knows his main and prime position to where he belongs is point guard. And so I feel like the idea of him actually being able to come to a team to play point guard and to play the way he wants to play, that along with the team actually wanting him to play that way was just a match made in heaven. And so he couldn't turn that down. That's why during the trade deadline, when rumors sparked that we were going to get Lonzo and it didn't happen, I was just like, oh, it's all good. We're going to get him in the summer anyway. So, it happened. And, so I feel like Lonzo is going to be truly beneficial for everybody else on the team, because one of the main problems we had last season was that we didn't have a justified playmaker to where he could set everybody else in a lineup up. I feel like Zach LaVine, he was our main playmaker, and don't get me wrong, he played, awesome and had an all-star season, but He had way too much of a burden on him, which he obviously didn't have to have. And I feel like pairing Lonzo next to LaVine in that backcourt is going to be extremely deadly, because it's going to be so much fast transition, running out oops and cuts and, setting a screen for one another. The other one pop open for a three. Lonzo's IQ, he can feed anybody on the court without people even knowing. The full court passes and the lobs. It's just going to be amazing. He's going to be a perfect fit on our team. He's going to be able to get us out in transition. I feel like the lineup is a perfect fit for him because, everyone outside of Vucevic, they're quick enough and fast enough to just be on the go, to where they can run down the court, get fast breaks, get oops, and it's going to be awesome. And I feel like, Lonzo being an awesome defender and off-ball defender is going to be essential, to where it's going to help Zach LaVine out. LaVine has improved his defense tremendously. And so you add that with Lonzo Ball, I feel like, a lot of the experts and analytics, they don't really understand how good our defense can potentially become. And I feel like that, you pair that with Patrick Williams and DeMar DeRozan, it's just going to be great. So, and I feel like another player who's truly going to benefit from Lonzo is Vucevic, because that pick and roll, to where Vooch is so dynamic offensively, where he can pop out for a three, or he can cut to the hole. He could post up. He could pass it out just off of what Lonzo is feeding him. So I feel like it's so many different options that Lonzo can have with this lineup. And I feel like he's going to be able to play with a clear and open mind. I feel like it was so much going on in New Orleans. Bad coaching, no direction. He felt like the front office was giving up on him, which they eventually did. And it's just, it's just too much. He had a lot on his shoulders. So I feel like he's in a better place. Judging off his show, I watched The Ball in the Family. A lot of times in the past, he had a lot of personal stuff going on with his family that was clouding his head. It just seemed like he wasn't really enjoying the game around the time in New Orleans. He just didn't want to be there. So to be able to get that fresh start, going to a big city in Chicago, having friends and people who believe in you, like Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, it's just going to be awesome. I feel like he's going to have a good time, and he's going to enjoy it. He's going to be able to play with a smile on his face. Now, I feel like another thing to look forward to, which will be awesome, now that Lonzo is in the Eastern Conference, he's going to have way more matchups with his brother LaMelo over in Charlotte, because the Bulls usually play Charlotte like 4 times a year. So I feel like that's going to be awesome. I know the younger brother was talking a little trash, saying he's the best brother, but it's funny that it's making headlines, because if you pay attention to their show, they've been saying that ever since they was little. I'm the best ball brother. I'm the best ball brother. So, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I see other YouTube page, other Lonzo fanatics, and they say that they feel like Lonzo is envious of his younger brother, or he betrayed LaMelo by not joining him. You got to understand, if you really paid attention to Lonzo in his show, Lonzo is his own man. Yes, it's a dream for them to all play together one day, but Lonzo is in a position in his life right now to where he needs to do what's best for him and put himself in the best position possible basketball-wise. He needs to be in a position where he can truly run things and prove himself. Otherwise, that would derail the rest of his career. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They're saying, Lonzo is just doing it just to give, because he's not messing with his brother, or he's not messing with his father like that, or he's envious of them. Or no, Lonzo loves his family. It's different. I mean, if me and my brother both played the same sport, and we will want each other to, be in the best position possible. And then we'll figure out the other stuff later on. And so, of course, LaMelo wanted Lonzo to join, but he understood why he went to the Bulls. LiAngelo, his other brother, understood why he went to the Bulls. So, yeah, this is just a match made in heaven for him. So it's going to be so awesome just to watch it, because we really haven't had a true playmaking point guard in so long, just a true outright point guard. Like, it's been that long. We've been shuffling and searching, and it's amazing, So as far as the upcoming preview for this upcoming season, I feel like Lonzo can very well average solid double numbers, maybe even close to triple-double. I feel like he can average a good 14, 15, maybe even higher. It depends, but I definitely feel like he can average at least 10 assists, depending on the way the offense and everything goes. And he can average, about 5 or 6 rebounds. So I feel like the numbers Lonzo will put up this season can have him in contention to be an all-star. Will he make it? I don't know. I'm not sure, because of the guard depth in the East. But yeah, I feel like Lonzo will be very capable. He's still only 23. He has so much growing to do, and I feel like this season will be his best season to date. So it's definitely exciting. I know the whole fan base. Shout out to the Lonzo fanatics. It's dope watching all of you guys' channels and pages. Talking about Lonzo. It's gonna be great. And I feel like, he's going to have a great year. The main thing and the biggest thing is Lonzo is going to be happy. The fans will treat him right. The house will be rocking. I know a lot of new fans, they haven't seen the Bulls playoff atmosphere. But if you look up the old Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose playoff games against LeBron, check out the fans in there. That's what we're expecting this upcoming year. So it's a lot of great things to come. I'm excited because he improved his shooting. It's just a lot. So shout out to Lonzo Ball. Shout out to the Lonzo Ball fans. Shout out to the whole Bulls Nation. I definitely want to hear you guys' opinions. So definitely comment on this video. Comment things about Zoe we need to know. Comment what your future predictions for this season for Zoe is. Definitely subscribe to my page. I'm going to be posting Bulls content, Lonzo content daily, following up to the season. So, we doing big things out here. So definitely subscribe, like this video, and shout out to everybody.